One of my favorite things to get as a kid was always the Arby's curly fries. Yes, my town was a pretty small town. It didn't have a whole lot of unique chains or anything in it, but one of the things we did have was indeed an Arby's. And yes, Arby's curly fries, I always have been a huge fan of. Out of all the other fast food fries, these were just unique, they were flavorful. Now, I don't know how many of you knew this, but you can actually buy Arby's fries in store. And this actually made me wonder, can I tell the difference between Arby's fries and other store-bought curly fries? Meaning if I compare them in a blind test, can I actually distinguish which ones are the Arby's fries? And that is what this video is all about. So I decided to go to Aldi to get some of these fries, but Aldi kind of let me down. Usually they carry not only the Arby's fries, but they also carry a few other variations. In this case, they only had these Nature's Choice fries. Oh, hello, it is me, the editor. Yeah, so throughout this video, I kept referring to these as Nature's Choice, despite the fact that I actually wrote down the name of this brand on a sticky note as Season's Choice, which is what it is. But for some reason, when I was filming this and actually narrating what I'm saying, I kept saying it's Nature's Choice. So, throughout the rest of this video, whenever you hear me say Nature's Choice, just know that I actually meant to say Season's Choice. And while I've never had them, that is literally the only fries that they had. So I had to go back to another store the next day, and that's where I wound up finding the Arby's branded fries, as well as these Ore-Ida fries. Yeah, I had to look up how to pronounce that. I have never once had to say that out loud. But I did decide to pick all three of those up, and I went ahead and air fried all three of them to equal spec. Now, one kind of annoying thing is that all of these fries have different air frying temperature settings. The Arby's fries want you to fry them at 360 degrees Fahrenheit, while the other two varieties want you to fry them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And they all want you to fry around 12 to 15 minutes, but one of them I think was 10 to 12 minutes. So I had to find a happy compromise, and I decided to do 385 degrees for 13 minutes for all of them. And here we are. These are all of the fries right here. These, as you can see, are the Arby's fries. It's upside down. And of course, what are we gonna dip these fries in? Now, whenever I go to Arby's, I liked to get their horsey sauce, which is basically kind of what you would think it is. It's kind of a horseradish-based dipping sauce, and their fries go incredible with it. And I actually was just at the grocery store today to pick them up. I was looking all through the sauce aisle. Normally they have Arby's sauces, but for whatever reason, right now, they don't have any. Now, I do actually have, from that very store from a while ago, this Arby's sauce. This is really good on their sandwiches. In fact, you can see right here what it tells you to try it on. But while dipping the fries in that is good, it's not like what I prefer. So I had to kind of settle on something that sounded pretty good. And I actually did find, boom, this is Hidden Valley Jalapeno Ranch. And I think this is gonna be perfect. I do like Hidden Valley Ranch, and I do like jalapeno ranch. So what could possibly go wrong here? So this is gonna be my dipping sauce of choice for these fries. How is it? Ooh. That's spicy. That's actually, wow, that's really, wow. As far as jalapeno ranches are, wow. Huh. That has some heat to it. Normally jalapeno ranches just taste like jalapeno, but this one, they kind of want to teach you a lesson or two while you're at it, don't they? Wow, that's crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and add a little bit to my ramekin here, my spare ramekin, and yeah, that's gonna be our dipping sauce of choice. All right, so if you've seen my cereal video, you know that I do know how to make a little bit of a makeshift Lazy Susan like this, which is what I'm going to do to mix these up. I'm also gonna be mixing these ramekins up kind of like this. So I'm gonna kind of move them around like this before I start spinning, just so I really lose track of which one is which. Let's go ahead and put on my blindfold, and let's just go ahead and start this adventure. The goal is to figure out which one of these are the Arby's fries. Let's just go ahead and mix these around. I think that might be good. So I'm just gonna spin them now. Let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to do my darndest to figure out which one of these are Arby's fries. All right, so this is the first ramekin that I've grabbed, as you can see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set that down, and I'm going to grab a fry and I'm going to taste it. Now, based on finger feel, well, it feels exactly like all the other Curly's fries I've ever felt in my life. It's got a little bit of a breading, and yeah, like I say, you can kind of feel a little bit of a powder kind of come off on your fingers. So let me go ahead and try this by itself. Okay. This is gonna be a tough challenge. I'm actually very convinced that those are the Arby's fries. Like, I'm seriously, that tastes exactly like them. I think that might be them, actually. Grab another one. Here, we got the long one. All of my samples did get one long fry like this. I got lucky. They all got exactly one fry. Exactly like that. Oh gosh, this is scary. I think, okay, that's in there. My confidence level is pretty high. These are the Arby's fries. Yeah, this is the right spice. It's the right flavor. Everything about this is screaming to me Arby's. Even the texture. I think these are the Arby's fries. Like, I'm very confident. I'm gonna set them right there. I'm gonna try to make sure that I keep track of where I put these. And let's go for the next one. Okay, so here's this next set. Grab that. This is this one. All right. Texture. These are linked together. A very similar hand feel. These do feel a little bit grittier, like the seasoning is a little bit more stuck to the fry. So let me go ahead and try these by themselves. Okay. Yeah, these are not Arby's. I can tell right away. These have a lot less seasoning on them than the ones that I just had, which again, pretty confident those are Arby's. I've had these before, actually. There's one of these bags, I believe the Nature's one. I don't think I've ever had that brand. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that it came from Aldi. It's like, I don't really buy fries from Aldi all that often. Yeah, I think these taste a lot like the ones that I just had. They're like the same thing, but they don't have a lot of spice to them. There's not a lot of extra going on. I'm gonna say these might be the Oride, however you pronounce it. Because again, they're familiar, but they ain't Arby's. I'm gonna set these directly to the right, so they're touching. So the leftmost one over here, I think, is the Arby's, and the one on the right, I believe, is Oride, or Oride, however you pronounce that. Last one, texture-wise. Oh, I didn't dip those in the ranch. What am I doing? This has even less texture. Like, I don't feel as much of that powdery, like, grittiness on it. The bumps from the spices that were kind of charred onto the first one and the second one, they're not present on this one. This is a lot more of a smooth texture, a smooth finish. There's not as much of that powdery, like, seasoning hitting my fingers, so. I don't like these. If I'm being, I don't like these at all. Ugh. Here's the big curly one that I was telling you about. These quite literally just taste like a curly potato. There's nothing really going on here. I can kind of see the sauce ramekin if I look right up, so to help me aim. Man, this is some spicy ranch. Oh my God, Hidden Valley, what are y'all doing? Oh my God, that is so spicy. Ooh. If you saw my hot sauces video, this ranch is hotter than some of those hot sauces. That's insane. Ranch is supposed to cool your mouth down. It's not supposed to heat your mouth up. If I went to the store and the store did not sell any of the Arby's curly fries, this is the only ones that they sold. And if I bought these, I would be pretty happy with them. I'm not gonna lie, they're good. But I have to say this, compared to the others that I had, the other two, they're very, very bland. They don't even have a lot of salt on them. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Oh, woo, just cause I'm getting hot under there. Ooh wee, my eyes, I can feel like a sweat has formed in the exact shape. Oh wow. I ate all of those except that one. That is hilarious. I didn't even notice. Like I say, these are kind of bland. They don't have a lot of salt on them. They don't have a lot of seasoning. They're just fries that have been curled, which isn't a bad thing. But I feel like with curly fries, you expect there to be a little bit more of a bite to them. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put these here. And then these are gonna go right here. And these are gonna go right here, so that way we maintain our position. I said these are Arby's. I'm gonna check these first. I was thinking these are the O'Reilly, because I believe I've had O'Reilly brand before, and these tasted very familiar. So let's find out. Oh man, look at that. I nailed it. Dude, I knew that's what that was. I knew it. These are obviously the ones that came from Aldi, because these taste nothing at all. Yeah, these are the seasons. Now, from what I remember, they were pretty affordable. So like if you're looking for a cheap fry option, these are not gonna do you wrong, especially if you get a nice sauce like this one to dip them in. Yeah, those go very well in this Hidden Valley Ranch sauce, actually, I believe. Actually looks like that. Obviously, that does leave us with this one. I got it right. Arby's, they're so incredibly distinct. They are so incredibly unique. I knew exactly what I was getting into. Yeah, these are 100% Arby's. I have to say, though, based on smell alone, they all smell identical. Like, they literally smell identical. There's literally no difference. So, we gotta give me some genuine Arby's here. You just can't beat that distinct Arby's spice flavoring, the unique flair that they put on their fries. There's no way you can replicate that. These are delicious. These are actually still my favorite out of the three. In fact, I have them already ranked. This is exactly how I'd rank them. Arby's, O'Reilly. Again, I'm sorry for the brand pronunciation. And then the one from Aldi. That's how I'd rank them. That's exactly how I'd rank them. There we go. Guys, I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this here. So thank you all so very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video. Hopefully it was good. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And stay tuned for the next one. And please, if you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your feedback. Let me know, are there fries that I should probably be comparing these to that I didn't buy? I don't know the curly fry industry very well. I just wanted to grab 3 different curly fry varieties to compare to the Arby's. But obviously there might be some that are genuinely trying to compete with Arby's. So if you can tell me some of those, I would love to revisit this video with some closer competition. So yeah, definitely, like I say, let me know if that exists. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.